Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a little painting on the Miata wheels. I'm going to talk a little bit about the new wheel setup because I'm trying to get these in as soon as possible. I'm going to have to paint them, get them balanced, and then mounted. So stay tuned. So yes, these are 15s, and yes, these are 14s, and so I am kind of downsizing by an inch, but I'm hoping that, they still look pretty cool. I have the gold finish on the front right here and the silver that I'm doing around the lip, like I said, so changes up a bit. Maybe hopefully the ride gets a little softer because it does get pretty bumpy on these NYC roads. So chances are, if you're watching this video, you're probably a Miata person. Probably recognize these wheels to be daisy wheels. If you don't know what daisy wheels are, they're the wheels that came on the NA Miata, the generation before the NB that I have. And so I wanted to get another set of wheels because on my Miata currently I have winter tires. So I have these 15-inch wheels on these pretty meaty winter tires. But what that equates to is now when the weather is starting to warm up, it's around 50 something degrees right now, it's probably going to be around 60 tomorrow, the winter tires get really mushy and the handling gets it loses its handling ability. I mean, it still could take corners pretty quickly, but I've had experiences where maybe I'm on the highway at a quick turn and the steering gets a little light because the back gets really mushy because of the snow tires. The snow tires, the compound, the rubber gets really soft when the weather heats up. So that's why I have these sets of wheels, so I could easily swap them once the season changes without having to take off the tire, switch tires on only one set of wheels. Plus I wanted just another set of wheels to change things up, have a different look. So that's a little rant on why I got these. So I have all four wheels taped off now. I'm about to start painting. What I did was to prep the surface for paint, I just used some of this Placidip pre-dip spray and take a paper towel and I just cleaned all around. It's supposed to take off any kind of oil and contaminants to make the paint stick to the surface as well as possible. This is going to be actual spray paint, not Placidip, but I had this from my Placidip days. Figured I'd use it because I normally use like rubbing alcohol, but these days, because coronavirus, rubbing alcohol is kind of a valuable thing, so I didn't want to use it up on like spray painting wheels when I could just use something like this, and it worked pretty well. So it's all these are cleaned up, and I'm gonna put some index cards around here and spray it. And as far as how I got to this step or this stage, what I had done is I sanded down all the wheels. I think I started with 400 grit sandpaper, and I just went up in increments to like 1,000 grit and just wet sanded them down to get them nice and smooth. I think for this one where like it had some curb rash around here, you can kind of see it. I used like the lowest grade sandpaper I had, the lowest number of sandpaper I had, so it's the most harshest. It's not still completely smooth, and it's probably going to be a little textured when I spray it, but it is what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, but at least it'll be good enough. And what I had done was I taped this part off and sprayed this gold. I had sprayed three coats of primer, 3 coats of gold, 3 coats of clear. So I'm probably gonna do the same exact thing, except now this is taped off. This is gonna get sprayed silver just so everything here is like cleaned up and it just looks a lot more nicer than it looks currently. Rip to me, I was putting on like the last one for this side and then the whole side collapsed. Honestly, I think I'll just have to pack all this up and do it tomorrow. I'm running a little low on time. And I honestly thought it would be a lot quicker to just put some index cards around than it is currently taking, but I'll just have to redo it tomorrow. Maybe I might try some shorter index cards to see if like it's a little bit more rigid and if that helps at all. And probably tomorrow when I do it, I'm gonna first put some like tire shine around these tires. See, I had gotten a little overspray on the tire from the first time I sprayed it, even though I had masked these tires off with like this paper. I don't want to get any more overspray, so I think I'll put some tire shine so it won't stick to the tire. Any paint will just stick to the tire shine, and then I'll try using smaller index cards. Hopefully that'll work a lot better, but it is kind of frustrating just know that if you're doing things like this, if you're looking to like paint your wheels and you're doing kind of like a two-tone combination and you need to like paint part and then tape off part, it's going to take you a while. Just taping these 4 wheels yesterday took me an hour and a half, and that's with me not getting distracted, with me just taping. And it's because like you have to do a good job to make sure you get all your lines correct, but you know, to do things like this, it takes a while, and especially when like it's really frustrating. And I don't want like the wind to blow and then it kind of like knocks it loose or falls on the paint. So I don't want to rush this, and I want to make sure it, you know, set up properly. This one I was actually happy with, but this one, you know, hopefully the next 2 aren't going to be as difficult. Hey, what's up guys? So today is a new day. That means we're going to get back to painting. I already kind of got a start on it. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Got the index cards all set up, so I actually started spraying 2 coats of primer. So let's just check out what I did. So here's the index card set up on all 4 wheels. What I did was, behind the tricky wheels where the index cards kept on falling backwards, I put some wet paper towels around them to kind of hold index cards in place. As you can see, there's some primer around the lip of the rims. So I did 2 coats of primer so far. I'm gonna probably do a 3rd coat in a few seconds. But so far so good. So here's a tip if you're looking for these wheels or whatever wheels you're painting to come out perfectly. If you have any kind of like curb rash or anything like that, I don't know if you could see, but like along the side of the wheel there's curb rash, and you know, I sanded it down, but I didn't actually put any kind of like Bondo for wheel or whatever kind of coating they have to cover that up and to then smooth off, to eliminate that. So it's probably going to show through the paint, and I mean, I'm okay with it because it's not going to be a, you know, perfect job, but it's going to be better than it was before. But if you're really looking to, you know, be a perfectionist and get them as good as possible, then I recommend not only sanding them down but also applying something to smooth it off, so that way you don't have any kind of curb rash and it doesn't show through the final paint. So far I have 1 coat of silver paint so far on all of them. It's like a light to medium first coat. You can see it's a little bit more silver now than just the primer. And then I just put the paint back into a bucket of warm water, so that way it stays nice and warm. That way it just sprays a lot better and adheres a lot better to the wheels. So right around now I have all the silver coats. I finished the primer. I think I did 3 coats of primer. I think I did 3 coats of silver. I'm going to wait till the silver dries for a little bit more, and then I'm going to do 3 coats of clear. It's going to be 2 light coats and 1 medium coat for the final one. So it's coming together. Check it out. So here are the silver wheels. I have all 4 of them painted. About 3 coats of silver. I like how they look. They came out pretty well so far. So far so good. The only thing I am a little bit disappointed about is that I didn't take the time to fix the curb rash on the side and make that smooth, so the end product would be 100%. I know I said I wasn't too concerned, but now actually seeing it looking pretty good with all the silver paint, you know, I guess it's worth it to do that. Actually, it all depends on what your project is and how much time you're willing to spend on it, but you know, it's not too bad overall. Hey guys, so I just finished painting these wheels. I put the last coat of clear, and I just took out the index cards around the wheels, and for some of the wheels that had the paper towels around them, took that off as well. So I'm glad how it came. I'm happy the way it came out. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a lot better than it was before. So check it out. So here they are. I'm just gonna shut the garage down, let them dry for a couple hours. Then I'll just move them in the corner and bring my car in. But here they are. They look a lot better than they were before. It's not 100% perfect, like I said, but I mean, I like how they look. And it's still a little wet here. It has to dry, so I'm glad they came out the way they came out. Hopefully when I take out the blue painter's tape around the gold part, it doesn't take up or peel away any of the silver paint, and hopefully it just looks fresh. Hey, so today is a new day, and today is the day we finally put the wheels on the Miata. I have them, I took the tape off of them, and I think they look pretty good, much better than before, and I just can't wait to get them mounted. The only thing is that when I mount them, they won't have, I'm gonna get them balanced and then mounted. They won't have center caps for now. I'm not sure if I could reuse the center caps I have on my current set of wheels. If not, there's a solution that I've been reading up for the Daisy wheels. I have to look more into that, but they won't have center caps, but at least they'll be mounted and I could try them out. Take a look at them. I just love the whole two-tone gold and silver. My idea was that the gold would match well with the green. It's kind of like a nice color combination, and the silver would just go with the silver stripes on the car. So that's one of them over there, another one over here. I have the two more over there. You know, they're not perfect, but I think they look so much better than when I first got them. So I have it all loaded up in the Macan. Two over here, on the front there. Couldn't fit it in the Miata, or else I would have just took one car, but I'll have to make a couple of double trips, take these to the tire shop, drop it off, let them balance them in the meanwhile, get the Miata, bring it there, get the wheels swapped, bring the Miata back, come back with the Macan, and have them put them on. So here are the wheels all mounted on the car. Obviously the tires are a little dirty and there's still some overspray in the tires I gotta get off, but I'm liking the way it looks. Definitely changes it up a little. Maybe in the future I might put some spacers or something to bring this back wheel out further, but you can always get that done. Definitely a different look. I like it. I like the green and the gold, the silver matching the silver stripes. So that's pretty much a wrap on this video. We got the wheels painted, awesome gold and silver, like two-tone finish. We had the tires balanced, mounted on the car, and I think it looks pretty good. There's probably a little bit tweaking I still want to do and definitely get those center caps on. But for now, I'm just excited to see actually what a difference all seasons make, and at least this temperature rather over the winter tires. I know that the winter tires used to be squealing away even on the low speeds, and they just felt too mushy. I like the way these look, and I'm interested and I'm excited to hopefully get a little better handling just with the change of tires. So stay tuned. I'll be definitely giving some feedback on what like my second impressions are after driving around for a bit, and I'm gonna try to get those center caps in pretty soon. And stay tuned for more content, more Miata stuff, Corvair stuff, maybe even Macan stuff as well. So thank you guys for watching.